Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Reset. 19.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Scott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Everyone's got 4. Hey, orbit. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Bolden. Now he'll escape to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Deep grip. Deep grip.
To throw again. Bolden. Complete. Smith has it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, Bolden. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, high 7. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Ready?
From the gun, Bolden. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. 55. Now.
Off the play fake. Bolden. Step and a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now Scott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Let's get it together, defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. 65. 65. To go. 198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. We own them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Keep playing
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Bravo.
Off play action. Bolden. It's caught by Davis. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Javon Hargrave. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Hey, Charlie.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coaches.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Bolden. Buying time to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Titans on Lucy. Titans on Lucy. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Five.
From the gun, Bolden. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, and it'll be a second and long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
All right, D. All right, D. Check. Crunch. Watch out. Tight dog. Check. Express.
Now it's the backup Newton. This will be caught by Brown. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Check.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
They go again with Scott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Steelers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Stepping up, he's going to keep it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Record. 8.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Newton being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Got a man. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Ryan Switzer on return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now the pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
That's it. Look at him. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey,
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets around it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Watson. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Watson dancing to his left. Open man is born. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Washington's got it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Eluding the play, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety.
There he goes left side. And he's taking it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Extra point put through by Boswell as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Gun.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Go. Drop deep. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. 55.
Throwing here, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 55.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And, he spins past him and into space. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,